Oh my goodness. Here's a case I have completely forgotten. It looks interesting, but why can't I remember it? This is very distressing. Oh. Do you recall the pigeon and duck envy case? I'm wondering if I ever resolved it, and now I'm afraid I could be too old to remember it at all.
These are the most recent rulings, but I don't think it's listed there. It could
must
be
have
a very
happened
old
before
case.
you came to work for me. It's probably about 200 years old.
Well, that explains it. Nobody remembers things that happened that long ago.
But that's no excuse, my friend. Mother Nature has entrusted me to remember every one of her laws.
Maybe you just need a vacation. Why don't you visit your cousin Peter?
You know, I haven't seen Peter and his wife for a very long time. About a century.
That long?
Yep.
Well, then it's high time you went to Canada to see him.
Now I'll show you his home up north. He lives right there.
I bet it's cold.
Of course it is, but the cold might help perk up my memory.
It'll perk up your toes, too, especially when that cold wind blows. It's got to be well below freezing.
I'm not going to freeze my toes. Besides, I'll be staying in my cousin's cozy home. Yes, I can just see it now.
I'd like to make the journey with you, just to see Canada, and then come right back home.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going.
Wow, you sure are in a big hurry. Do we have enough food for the animals?
Yes.
Then we can leave now. You're all set, little ones.
Now you get Henry all saddled and ready. I'll give the critters food, and then we'll get cracking on our great adventure.
I can hardly wait.
Yeah. Don't eat too much all at one time. Here's a juicy tomato just for you, little grasshopper, and it should last you at least a whole week till Danny gets home. This bowl of seeds will suit you just fine. We're ready, Henry.
Quack, quack.
Bye, all. See you soon.
Follow the water and go north.
Up, up, and away we fly on the start of our northern journey. You know, we're very lucky indeed. It's a perfect day for soaring over the trees and water and enjoying the beauty of the clear blue sky. We have Mother Nature to thank for this lovely splendor. It's so peaceful, yet it's thrilling too to be high up in the sky. I'll be darned if I don't feel like a kid again. And considering I'm 350 years old, that's quite an accomplishment.
This is the life, Judge.
Yes, lad, this is quite a relaxing way to travel.
Looks like that ocean liner is headed north, too.
Indeed, and I'm glad we're high enough so we don't have to breathe that smoke. Mother Nature would be very unhappy to see this ship polluting our air.
I don't believe a little smoke will do us any harm.
You don't seem to understand. That freighter down there has poured smoke into the air for years, and no one's done anything to stop it. And look at the oil and garbage it's dumped.
I think we better do something.
Right, lad, it is my intention to make some laws that man will honor and obey for all time. Would you like to help?
Yep. Oh, look. I think I've spotted some of Henry's flying buddies going south for the winter. I'll bet they're surprised to see Henry heading the other way.
Goodbye. Have a good flight and get lots of sun. Henry will be joining you in a few weeks.
I wonder how they find their way south every year.
The sun and stars guide them. Looks like the dolphins are putting on a show for us. They're always so much fun. I just love to watch them play.
They're very smart, too, which gives me an idea.
What are you going to do, Danny?
You'll see.
Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Looks like you've made some friends, Danny. They want to play. Dolphins are so gentle, I've never seen even one in court.
Well, how would they get there anyway? They don't walk. Look at that little one over there with the ball.
Oh, there's a shark heading their way.
Look out, everybody. There's a shark coming. Swim! That little one's in trouble. We've got to do something to save him.
The dolphin needs our help. See what you can do for him, Henry. Where's the little one?
It's me. I don't see him anywhere. Hello, little dolphin. Can you hear me?
Goodness gracious, the shark must have got him.
He's alive. Look there. Oh, no. That creature's still hot on his tail.
Head straight for the shark. Maybe we can draw him away.
Henry, go faster! Oh boy, that was a close call. We were almost at shark's lunch.
Look, he can't find him. Hooray, Henry, you've saved the day.
Quack, quack, quack.
It's a privilege to know you. You are the bravest bird I've ever encountered, Henry.
Henry is delighted to have saved that little dolphin, but he probably doesn't want to lose any more tail feathers along the way, so hopefully we won't run into any more danger before the trip is over.
Oh, look, Judge, it's Canada. I recognize it from the map we looked at.
You're right, Danny. I hardly recognized it myself because of all the trees that have grown up in the last 100 years or so since my last visit.
I'll bet you didn't remember it being this cold either.
Right. Prepare to land, Henry. We're close to Peter's house, but first I want to explore a little.
Be careful, Judge. And remember, if you need me, just send a thought message.
Thanks, lad, but I'll be fine.
Have a good visit, and don't worry, I'll take care of everything at home.
Thanks, lad. I appreciate all your assistance. Henry, be sure to get him home safe and sound.
So long, Judge. Henry and I will be seeing you in a while. Well, let's go, Henry. It's time for us to get back to warm weather.
Goodness, it's cold. I'd better walk quickly. Don't want to get stranded in a snowstorm. Sounds like I'm not the only creature who needs to find shelter. Uh-oh. You should be ashamed of yourself. I could have been hurt. Some birds will laugh at anything. Next time I try that hill, I'm going to have to use a sled. Oh my goodness, Peter's property seems to be completely booby-trapped. What to do? Hope I'm not too old to climb. Oh! Why am I laughing? Hello, somebody help me! Is there anyone out there who can help me? Get me out of here. Danny can help. I'll call him by using my thoughts.
Danny, I fell through a hole.
Help me.
Huh? Henry, we've got to turn around and go back, and right away. His thoughts are coming in loud and clear. He's over there in that clearing. Judge, I'm here to get you out. Are you all right?
I'm fine, lad.
Did you bring a rope, maybe?
Yes, it's in my bag.
I'll lower the rope to bring you up. Won't take a minute. When it reaches you, get a good grip and wait till I get Henry roped up at this end.
I'm ready.
Okay, Henry, pull. Pull. Wait, that's enough. He's here.
Oh, I feel like one big icicle.
You look like Frosty the Snowman. All you need's a corncob pipe and a button nose.
How peculiar. Everyone's been laughing at me since I arrived here, except you, Henry.
Quack.
Oh, you know I'd be in a hole right now if you hadn't gotten me out, Henry. I'd like to give you a hug. Henry, thank you for all you've done, and Danny too. But now you both better get going before you catch a cold.
You better leave your exploring for another day, Judge. Otherwise, you'll be the one with the cold.
Right, lad. See you in a few weeks. Have a pleasant flight home.
Elsa, there's someone at the door. Can you see who it is, please?
We're certainly not expecting anybody. Who's there?
Somebody who's come a long way to surprise you.
Just who are you? I can't believe it. What a surprise. Peter, look who's come to see us.
Is that really you, Cousin Klaus? Well, get on over here and let me take
It's
a good
me.
look at you. You haven't changed a bit in the last 100 years, except your beard's longer than I remember.
You're looking great, Peter, but Elsa looks incredible, like a young teenager.
Well, I feel like a teenager, only a bit plumper. Now tell us about your trip here.
It was okay until I set foot on your land. Then I tumbled down a hill, fell through a big hole in the earth, and Danny and Henry had to pull me out of it.
You've been slipping and sliding just like Elsa does when she goes out to bring in food supplies. Fortunately, she's built with extra padding to protect her.
Well, it seems to me that your property is booby-trapped.
Yes, maybe we should go in the living room where it's nice and cozy and nothing can harm you.
Oh, it seems so friendly and warm in your home, and you've done an excellent job of keeping it clean and spotless.
All the credit goes to Elsa for keeping the house clean and tidy, but she still allows me a pipe of herbs now and then.
An excellent idea, oh yes, indeed.
Oh, Klaus, it's been such a long time.
We've both been so busy that it seems like only yesterday that we last sat here together.
You can't find much free time for play when you spend all day in court.
What about you having to plant your crops, harvest them, and put them in your natural refrigerator before the cold weather gets here?
Yes, it takes a lot of energy.
There. I know you're hungry, and I've created this entire dinner in your honor, Klaus. We're having herb bread, mushrooms, and hazelnuts, and everything else you see.
Everything looks wonderful. Thank you for going to all this trouble. Do you still concoct dice games to liven up these dinners of yours, or have you given up on that altogether?
Of course not. Actually, I just finished inventing a new game. If you're up for it, we'll try it out. Come on, you're on.
Excuse me.
This should be fun.
First, you choose a number from 4 to 24. Then you have up to 4 throws of the dice to make it. If you don't make the exact figure you've chosen, you're out of the game.
Okay, you choose your number and do the first throw.
I'm warning you, he never loses.
12's the number I'm
Okay.
choosing. If it comes up with 3 dice, I won't need the 4th. 6, 5, 2. Oh.
13, you're out of the game. Let's see what you can do, Klaus.
Yes. I'm going to try for the number 15. I'll try to do it with 3.
6, 4, 5, that's 15.
I won! I got 15. There's a new champ.
Oh? Well, I believe it's just beginner's luck.
Well, whatever it is, I'm tired, and I appreciate your making up my bunk. It's been quite a long day. I sure will sleep tonight. See you in the morning. Schlitzweitz.
Sleep fights.
I guess it's worth a try to learn this new way of traveling in the snow. At least it should keep my toes from freezing.
Now climb up and grab hold. Nothing to it, eh, Klaus?
Oh, I'm sure it will be very easy.
Let's see if you can work them. Take a whole step and maintain your balance.
I thought my stilts were made skid-proof.
They were, but now we have to skid-proof you.
And I'm gonna do it this time.
You're doing very well. I'm really impressed.
It's not so bad once you get moving.
Yeah.
I think maybe that little fellow would like a pair of stilts for himself.
He's a cute little Dickens, isn't he?
Looks like that rascal's imitating us. I'll do a few fancy moves. Watch me.
He's better than Peter.
Oh, I think you're right. Whoops, not anymore.
Nice try, little fella. Now it's time to get off our stilts. I want to show you what's inside this cave. This heavy boulder is securing the cavern from strangers, and I'll need some help to move it aside. Come on, push!
All right. All set.
Well, there it is. Come on, let's go. You're about to see something extraordinary.
If I don't freeze to death first, it's cold down here.
Yes, but it's important that this cave stay really icy, and you're going to see why I say that when we get where we're going.
Wow, look at the size of it. I must admit, that's the biggest animal I've ever seen.
And just look at the rest of them. It's a whole family.
This is really amazing. These creatures lived on the Earth over 1 million years ago before becoming extinct.
Well, his descendant, the rhinoceros, is still around, but not this big.
There's so much light in here, and yet it's cold. How come?
I drilled tiny holes in the earth, and when the sun comes in, it is reflected off of the cave's natural limestone.
But Peter, drilling all those holes must have taken you at least 100 years.
Look up there and you'll see what I did.
It creates a beautiful effect.
I agree.
But aren't you afraid the sun will generate too much heat and destroy them?
Actually, I doubt it, but it won't make a whole lot of difference anyway if they are melted. They aren't coming back to life. Of course, anything is quite possible, I suppose.
It appears as if they could come alive and that they are only sleeping.
Oh!
What was that?
That's just a rhinoceros growl.
Oh no, it's alive! The sun has actually melted it!
Klaus, you must be right. But how could that be? It still looks frozen.
I'm no expert. Let's forget it and get out.
We'll stay right here and fight.
Huh? That animal is amused. Huh?
Oh, it's Elsa.
That's right. It's just little me. Hi!
She may be little, but her voice is huge.
That cave was intriguing, but I'm glad to be heading to a cozy hearth and good food. I wonder what surprise Elsa is cooking up for dinner. I envy Peter for having such a good cook for a wife. Oh, that reminds me. I'll ask Peter if he remembers the pigeon and duck envy case. You were a mere kid when you worked for me, remember that? Plenty of red hair, which made you look a little like Danny. I made a decision back then that I've forgotten, and I thought maybe you could recall the renowned pigeon and duck envy lawsuit.
I seem to recollect that the duck was worried that he looked awkward when walking about.
Yes, but I can't recall what judgment was reached. Perhaps I'm getting too old for the job, and maybe I should just politely resign.
What? I'm shocked to hear you talking like that. No, it's impossible.
I won't resign if we can just jog my memory a bit.
All right, let's both put our minds together.
The court is now in session. The duck's defending counsel has the floor.
Your Honor, my client is a very depressed duck. His life is in shambles. And these documents describe all his suffering and pain.
Counsel, will you please just state the facts so we can move along?
Very well, Your Honor. My client's chief complaint concerns his waddle, and also his lack of gracefulness when he's flying. He feels it's unjust that he was given such big feet, and he would like Mother Nature to correct that.
Now I ask you, my learned friend, how do those bothersome big feet operate in the water?
Oh, they're marvelous. He swims like a fish up and down streams, and the webbing makes his feet flippers that flap. But although he can glide through the water and dive gracefully, he still wants little feet to fly the way pigeons do.
But that's impossible. He was born to be a great swimmer, not to fly high in the trees like a pigeon.
Begging your indulgence, may I speak, Judge?
Yes.
My client wishes to swim like a duck.
My word, I'm amazed. You are both envious of all the very special talents that only make you unique. Mother Nature picked these abilities for you herself, and my judgment is that Mother Nature never makes mistakes. So live and be completely happy.
On behalf of our clients, we accept your verdict.
We did it.
Oh my goodness, my memory has returned. I can stop worrying about it at last. Peter, are you troubled about something? You seem to be far away, lost in thought.
I'm just disturbed about Elsa. There's a storm approaching and she's not at home.
She might be on the veranda brushing off the snow.
That's it. I forgot. I'd better get her in. Elsa, come on in. It's cold outside.
Elsa, come inside for heaven's sake. These north winds can be treacherous. Don't worry, I'm sure we'll find her.
Klaus, hurry.
Oh dear, this blizzard is fierce. There's so much wind, I've got snow in my ears.
Elsa, where are you? I can't see a thing.
Peter, we can't keep going in all this snow. We'll never find our way around.
Elsa, dear, tell us where you are, Elsa!
Peter, we're going to need help if we ever hope to find her in this snowstorm.
You're right. I'll whistle for Rantan. He has a good nose for this. Rantan, thank you for hurrying, my good friend. Elsa's out somewhere in this storm. We need you to locate her. Come on, Klaus, climb aboard. Okay, Rantan, let's find her.
Do you think she could have gone this far, Peter?
She must have. Rantan has one of the best noses in Canada. He's picked up her scent.
Good work, Rantan. Why are we stopping?
He's found her. Come on, Klaus. I hope she's all right.
That tree hollow is a natural shelter.
Elsa! Elsa!
Hello?
Oh, Elsa, I was so worried.
I'm fine, as you can tell by looking at me.
But what happened? Did you lose your way?
I have some special honey hidden in this tree, and when the snow came, I couldn't leave for home. And if you hadn't rescued me, I'd probably be frozen along with those prehistoric creatures.
I'll bet not. Those creatures would be scared out of their wits when they heard you growl. They'd demand we thaw you out as soon as possible.
You're amusing, but there's one thing I don't quite understand. Why didn't you whistle for Rantan to come and dig you out?
Well, I tried it. Shh. You see?
The women need whistling lessons.
It's too difficult for them. That's why gnome fathers pass the skill on to their sons.
I whistled! I finally did it! Oh, my goodness!
Huh?
Schlieffen!